throughout the past year. Rep. Cawthorne has found himself entangled in controversies ranging from accusations of insider trading to being cited for bringing a firearm through a TSA checkpoint in Charlotte, North Carolina. Earlier this year, he was caught on camera calling Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky a thug and the government he represents evil. In response, Senator Tom Tillis called for an investigation into his trading practices. Among Cawthorne's other scandals, he was caught carrying a loaded gun through airport security and carrying a hunting knife into Congress. Despite his denials of carrying weapons, he did admit to carrying a hunting knife into the country's capital. In addition to the allegations of insider trading, he also received several calls from Republican senators and activists alleging that Cawthorne had received illegal payments from his chief of staff, Blake Harp. One of Cawthorne's biggest scandals involved cryptocurrency. Cawthorne traded cryptocurrency, including the anti-Joe Biden token LGB, the native token of Request Network, and the automated trading platform Krill. He later sold his partial holdings of Krill, making a capital gain of at least $200. These scandals have prompted a thorough investigation of Cawthorne's activities. During that time, the LGB coin fell 64%. Cawthorne's last trade involved 34.8 billion LGB tokens at a price of $29,141. Despite the massive decline, Cawthorne's wallet makes a 14.6% return on that trade. Despite the recent scandals, his trades between January and March were profitable. He subsequently traded the tokens for another 34.8 billion LGB for $16,970. Some members of Congress have been caught trading cryptocurrency. Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, for example, didn't disclose $950,000 worth of purchases of Bitcoin on January 25, and later disclosed $100,000 in the same month. It's unclear what exactly happened to those purchases, but congressional ethics watchdogs want lawmakers to stop trading individual stocks. But the law doesn't require them to disclose everything. Clark, the highest-ranking Democrat in the House, failed to disclose 19 stock trades and a trove of cryptocurrency in late 2020. She also failed to disclose nearly $1 million in stock transactions involving her husband. She has since stopped trading. Moore failed to disclose dozens of stock trades, including those worth more than $1 million in early 2021. He paid a $400 late fee and has since stopped trading stocks. Another member of Congress who may be at risk of being indicted is Senator Pat Toomey, who has been a crypto-friendly legislator. He recently co-sponsored an amendment to a bipartisan spending bill that would have exempted crypto miners from the new definition of a broker, which carries tax reporting requirements. Toomey has a proven track record on crypto-friendly legislation, and has been one of the most vocal advocates. The new SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, recently gave a speech on cryptocurrency and its regulatory framework. While his speech did not provide concrete guidance, he emphasized the need for investor protection. In the coming months, the SEC is likely to take a more active role in regulating the industry. The new chairman is committed to protecting investors. This could mean the difference between a fine and an exclusion. While it is not illegal for an individual to trade in the stock market, members of Congress are forbidden from doing so. A recent investigation by Business Insider revealed that Republican Representative Blake Moore filed his Stock Act filing late despite claiming it was an oversight. The Utah lawmaker paid a $200 fine for the lapse. Another Democratic lawmaker, Representative Tom Malinowski, also filed late but transferred his assets to a blind trust and paid a $200 fine. While this situation is troubling, the Stock Act's provisions are not intended to prevent individual lawmakers from making stock trades, but to protect consumers from these violations. A recent Business Insider investigation found that 59 members of Congress violated the Stock Act and may face a fine. In addition, at least 180 top staffers of those members missed the filing deadline, according to the investigation. This number includes several high-profile members of Congress, including Senator Dianne Feinstein, DCA, Senator Rand Paul, RKY, and Reps. Dan Crenshaw, RTX, and Debbie Wasserman Schultz, DFL. While the penalties are nominal, the public can't be sure if a member has violated the Stock Act. In addition to Swazi, Campaign Legal Center has also filed complaints against Cindy Axon, Lance Gooden, Michael San Nicolas, Bobby Scott, and Roger Williams. All of these members serve on the House Financial Services Committee. It's hard to imagine a better example of how our elected officials can protect our democracy than this. And if this guy can't be trusted, why should he be allowed to serve on the Senate Ethics Committee? The fundraising effort for Mayor Rafael Torres' re-election has been a successful one, with millions of views on a woman's TikTok videos. A woman from Tennessee has started a campaign to help Torres pay family expenses. She was visiting California for the 2022 Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival when she lost her cell phone and credit card. Moore had been traveling without them when the incident happened, and suspects someone took her rental car keys. Moore was at a music festival in Indio, California, when he met Torres. He stayed at a friend's hotel while his friend was at a music festival. Later, he needed a new cell phone. While waiting, he asked the hotel concierge to help him call Uber. Moore had a piece of paper with the Sprint store's address on it. Torres was so touched that he asked the concierge to call him and ask if he could help. City have not yet discussed Torres' future with Guardiola, but they are aware of the striker's intentions. On Friday, both the club's chief executive and director of football, Mattu Alemani, visited City's training grounds for business meetings. Despite the lack of direct contact, the two sides have agreed to meet. Torres will not play for City unless the club take further action to cut their costs. Barcelona's recent financial troubles have put the Spanish champions under pressure to sell the player to the highest bidder. Torres' contract with the club includes PS 8.5 million in add-ons. City will have to find room on their wage bill for the new star. Moreover, the club's financial fair play regulations will also be affected by the transfer. While Torres has little impact on City, the move is likely to please the fans at the new camp.